Why are you boys going this way?
You guys, we have to stop. We have to stop. We can't let them win. We have to stop.
I got it.
Joe Biden's brain is on a vacation far away.
How you doing?
But when you see all these black bitches and Mexican bitches and...
Did I get it? Did I get it? All right, I got it. So how are my kings and queens doing today, huh? You guys doing okay? All right, just let me know if you guys need anything, okay? All right, have a good day.
So I guess you're the only one spreading misinformation. And you said I kicked you out, but watch this. My hands are up, I'm on my phone, and you leave.
And my mother's response to me calling her out on her racism was, I'm not racist and I don't like everything that Trump says. Believe me, I don't, Beth. And I don't even mind Joe Biden that much. But I just can't stand Kamala. And I said, what's your beef with Kamala? She wants to socialize America. Kamala was a defense attorney for many years before she became a senator. Mom, what policies is Kamala trying to socialize? I don't know. Mom, if you have a problem with socialized programs in America, then maybe you should start to criticize the ones that are in place. Specifically Social Security, which I know you collect every month, and Medicare and Medicaid that you and Dad both rely on.
Do what you gotta do.
Voter fraud.
Okay, listen, Captain Magapeto Stash, where did you get that video from? Is Instagram your source now? YouTube is your source, or what? Let me ask you something from the start. If this was against Joe Biden, would you care? Guarantee that you wouldn't. Second of all, do you guys just believe anything, literally anything, if it's against Trump? We could probably say the person in that video you showed is a lizard man who fell from the high heavens, landed on Earth, slithered his way, or whatever the fuck lizards do, into a polling place, and then some ballots that were specifically for Trump or just him, and then absconded with them into Europe with Patty the Panda. You're telling me that fucking Captain Mission Impossible in this video managed to steal a clear plastic garbage bag full of ballots that were, I guess, for Trump, which there's no proof in your video, and ninja'd his way out without getting caught?
Oh, Trump.
You're going to be the first one that we're going to come after. And I'm talking about the real individuals.
Your sellout ass finally lost it, huh, Coon? Yeah, I hear you talking that shit, boy. Don't report this motherfucker. Let that bitch come on with it. I tell you what, Playboy. You bring that shit on, dude. I've been waiting on your sellout motherfucking ass, dude. Come on with this fucking war, dude. Come on with the Civil War. See what the fuck happened to you. See what the fuck happened to your coon ass, dude. You go wish the motherfucking FBI got a hold of your whole ass. Come on, dude. You motherfuckers talking all that shit. You think you gonna overthrow the fucking government? You fucking weak. And your sellout ass is number one on the target list. Holla at your bitch ass. It's on site, nigga.
I've been posting a lot of political content, so I just wanted to tell you a story. I was raised as conservative as they come. My dad used to do a bit with me as a little girl saying, "Who are you gonna marry?" And I would go, "A Republican." All I did was listen to my dad. I cried when Obama was elected because I thought it was going to be the end of this country. He said that black people were only playing the victim and that racism did not exist. And I believed him because I had never seen it for myself. I knew black people. I wasn't racist. My view changed when I went to college. Not because of the liberal agenda, but because of my roommates. 2 black women from the South, and then 1 girl who was white from Georgia. I wanted to believe that race wasn't going to be an issue. But then I stood there with my white sweet mate as the other girls moved in, and she whispered to me, "Their room smells like black people." I had never heard anyone speak like that before. And other white people expect you to just agree with them. I didn't know how to respond. Oh my god. But in that moment, I knew, despite not relating to my black sweet mates, that was not okay.
Women for Trump.
Trannies for Trump, too.
No, what has Trump done for the...
Go away, soy bull.
4 more years, honey.
Oh, 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks. 4 more weeks.
Oh, you radical left motherfuckers. You stupid fucking idiots. Fuck CNN, MSNBC, all you fucking fake news. And this is my girl, Real Tina. Trump 2020, motherfucker. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, why did I think being in Florida, in Miami, on election day was a good idea? ¿Qué me pasa? ¿Qué me pasa? So guess what happened today? It's not even 7 a.m. and people have lost their fucking minds. I live here in this building in Miami, okay? So I can hear everything that goes on right there. I can hear everything. And my building is filled with a bunch of Cubans, old viejito, medio pesado. ¿Tú me entiendes? If you're Cuban, I'll have to explain you. A las 6 de la mañana, te lo juro, a las 6 de la mañana me levanté de un sueño más rico de mi vida. ¿Tú sabes por qué? Because two viejitos afuera con su cafecito estaban peleando, fajando por política. No, that should be a crime.
The reason why Candace Owens does not speak on behalf of black queens is because she's what I call a political half-stepper. They never tell the entire truth because they are too busy seeking the applause from one group of people, which means multiple group of people will suffer because of this, which ultimately leads to contradiction. Candace will say things like, well, the Democratic Party is not responsible for the civil rights movement because they never done enough for black people, which is facts. But then she will say Black Lives Matter is doing the most. Ma'am, does this look like Goldilocks and the Three Bears to you? Does this look like Burger King you can have it any way that you want it? But the danger in half-stepping is that most white people do not know that their only form of communication was rioting and looting since the abolishment of slavery. And you see, Black Lives Matter is unfortunately taking out businesses and everything like that. But what's most unfortunate is that racist white people took out each other. Viola Liuzzo, John Brown, who is a white man that was lynched by white people. Tell the entire truth.
Trump runs for governor. We can all move to wherever he goes, and it'll only just be us.
Yes! I posted this in June, way back when.
I got an idea. Why don't we take everybody that doesn't want to wear a mask and we move them all to Florida? It's perfect, right? They don't believe in science, so they don't think climate change is coming, so they don't think the whole fucking state's gonna flood. It solves itself.
Let's make it happen. Let's do it. I agree with Trump now. Move him to Florida and build a fucking wall.
Let me show you the difference between a Texas mail-in ballot versus a California mail-in ballot, because voter suppression is very real. Before you even get your ballot in the mail, you get an information guide that quickly sums up what the proposition is and what your vote means. And then if you need more information, analysis, fiscal effects, and then you have arguments for the proposition, and then you have arguments against the proposition to fully inform you as the voter. Then a couple weeks later, we get the sample ballot where you can practice, and you have party endorsements. There's my girl, Judy Chu. And you know how there's always people on the ballot you don't know? Well, each candidate gets a statement where it tells you the background, their platform, have the instructions with the I voted sticker, also places where you can drop off your ballot, and then you have your official ballot with the envelope.
I've had a remarkable number of people ask me this question. What happens if Trump invokes the 12th Amendment and the vote goes to the House of Representatives? Now, I don't know what TikToker or media outlet or Trump supporter told y'all that this was a problem, but let me explain why it's not. You cannot just invoke the 12th Amendment. Just because Trump doesn't like the outcome of the election doesn't mean he gets to send the vote to the House of Representatives. The presidential election only goes to the House of Representatives if no candidate gets a majority of the Electoral College. That means more than 50%. This would be a bigger problem if we had 3 or more parties, but we only have 2 major parties right now, which means that in order for the vote to go to the House, they would have to tie exactly. It would have to be 269 to 269. Once a candidate reaches 270, that's it. It's over. And if you see somebody on TikTok talking about Trump invoking the 12th, please send that video to me. I just want to talk.
Oh, but 200,000 people died. Okay, look. It could have been 2 million.
All right, so it says here you're guilty of robbing a bank and you stole $200,000. Yeah, but in my defense, I could have stolen 2 million. So, oh my God, you're free to go.
You can't make this up. You can't. Breaking report. Matt Schlapp says Trump campaign has witness who saw Biden-Harris van stop at Las Vegas, Nevada, unload and fill in boxes of ballots. The response is, I saw it too. The Tooth Fairy was driving and 2 leprechauns unloaded there. We have photographic evidence you need. Ballots go in here. Fake ballot. The other side of the man said voter fraud fan. How are you cheating for Joe? It's true. They rolled up in a van marked Biden-Harris crime mobile.
Right now. And in that video, I was calling out how Trump supporters are trying to avoid accountability. And I also pointed out the fact how some people are letting them avoid accountability by saying that we all need to unite because we're all Americans. Now, a lot of people agreed with me, but there's also a lot of people that were saying that I'm just trying to hold a grudge and I'm trying to fight hate with more hate. Wanting to hold people accountable for their actions is not hateful. And some of y'all are way too quick to forgive people for their hateful actions when they weren't even geared towards you. Trump supporters endorsed policies that were trying to take people's rights away. Over the past 4 years, Trump and his supporters took turns marginalizing and attacking almost all minority communities. So since some of y'all have forgotten, let me remind you some of the things they did. Trump supporters screamed, build the wall at any Latinx person and endorsed family separation. They tried to tell the black community that police brutality is their fault. They endorsed the Muslim ban. They wanted to take marriage rights away from the LGBTQIA. They blamed all Asians for COVID, but now refuse to wear masks. They wanted to take women's health rights away. So don't tell people to be the bigger person when they need to take accountability and repair the damage they've done.
America, I beg you to please vote for Biden. I cannot live another 4 years with this buffoon and pretend that I love him and hold his hand. You know I hate holding his hands.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, yeah. Travel down the road and back again. Hey, so we started from the bottom, now we're here, girl. Oh, yeah.
See, my man, right there. That comment is exactly one I've been fucking waiting for. You know why? Because you sit here and say, pick a side, red or blue. Guess what, motherfucker? I'm a Republican. I vote Republican. But I'm not red, nor am I blue. I'm red, white, and motherfucking blue. And so all you jackasses that are attacking me and calling me a fucking traitor are exactly what most of them leftist fucking Democrats have called y'all. A fucking cult. I'm not a member of a cult. Do I support this man as president? Did I vote for this man? Absolutely. But I'm a fucking American. Okay? I support our flag. I support our country. I'm not red and I'm not fucking blue. I'm an American. Learn it, fucking love it, and be it, or get the fuck on.
So I am really tired, quite honestly, of all of the just Trump 2020 comments and just the political divide. Like, I am just ready to move on. But I just have to say, for all of those people commenting, bye, this was a great way to lose followers. I gained 16,600 new amazing followers in one day. 1 day after posting this video.
See, but that's the thing. The Supreme Court ain't helping y'all ass either. And if all you guys are looking at Bush versus Gore to give you any hope that this could somehow go to Trump, I got bad news for you. In Bush v. Gore, it was 255 to 245, and both candidates needed to win Florida in order to win. Bush won Florida by about 500 votes, so Al Gore demanded a recount, and then you ran into the issue where there were hanging Chad ballots, where if you used a hole puncher to go through the ballot to mark who you wanted to vote for, sometimes they wouldn't go all the way through. So they spent a lot of time trying to recount it, and then the Supreme Court stepped in, stopped the recount, and gave it to Bush. So Bush won by 500 votes, and he ended up keeping Florida. Trump is down by 10,000 plus in Georgia, over 20,000 in Arizona, over 20,000 in Nevada, over 30,000 in Pennsylvania, over 10,000 in Wisconsin, over 20,000 in Michigan. That isn't comebackable, and cases take time to get to the Supreme Court. So if you're hoping on a last-minute Supreme Court case, yikes.
If you're liberal, stop scrolling. I have a question. Why are you voting for Biden?
Free rapid COVID testing for all. Premium free healthcare for all low-income families. Canceling $10,000 in debt to all college students because of COVID. A projected 5 million new clean energy jobs in tech and manufacturing. A carbon pollution-free energy sector by 2035. Restoring Department of Justice oversight and police misconduct. A $15 federal minimum wage. Higher taxes for the top 1% and big corporations. Decriminalizing marijuana and expunging all prior convictions. Ending mass deportations and child separation. Tuition-free 2-year college for all. Helping to pass the John Lewis Voting Rights Act. Re-entering the national conversation about climate change by rejoining the Paris Climate Accord. Protecting access to birth control. To have someone who will actually listen to us when we push them to do better. As a Bernie supporter, I have happily voted for Joe Biden. You should too.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Ma'am, you filled the bubble in vertically. I repeat, you filled the bubble in vertically. That don't count for shit.
Holy fucking shit. One of the stupidest comments anybody can make about the Trump presidency is the low unemployment rate. If a Trump supporter ever brings up the unemployment rate was the lowest it's ever been, or the black unemployment rate or the Hispanic unemployment rate was the lowest it's ever been, first ask them what policy did Trump implement to create that and watch them absolutely stutter and fail. And then next ask them how trends work. This is the US Bureau of Labor Statistics. This is the unemployment rate. That is when Trump got in office. This was all Obama, dude. Please tell me how Trump gets credit for a trend that happened all during this time. Trump didn't do shit for the economy, and no Trump supporter can give you adequate evidence that he did.
I'm just confused, man. I'm confused what we're supposed to be scared of.
It's kind of crazy how I got grown men like this trying to act like I'm supposed to be scared of them or something. I promise you I'm not, bruh. I've been living in the hood my whole life. Think I'm finna let some little hillbilly Trump supporters scare me? Bruh, no. If you talking like this and you a grown man, bruh, you not pulling up, get off this kid's app and stop talking like that, bro. Go shoot a deer or something, bruh. Stop talking to me.
Cause when they're playing the anthem, I stand up. I know that how.
Where are you going?
By now, we've all heard about the infamous landscaping press conference, right? Held at the Four Seasons Landscaping between a crematorium and a sex toy shop. This is Rudy Giuliani, and he asked this man to speak. That man claimed to be a poll watcher in Philadelphia. Now, to be a poll watcher in the state of Pennsylvania, you must live in the area where you are watching the polls and be a registered voter in that precinct. As soon as he started talking, people from New Jersey started calling the press, the mayor of Trenton being one of them. And she told them that he doesn't live in Pennsylvania, he lives in New Jersey and has repeatedly run for office there. There's just one other piece of information that she and some other politicians in New Jersey shared. He's a convicted sex offender. He did 3 years in prison for exposing himself to 2 children, aged 7 and 11. He claims he didn't do it and was framed. So in the final press conference connected to the election, a man who's a convicted sex offender who offended against minors lied in a parking lot next to a sex toy shop. Trump 2020.
I can't believe that it's true. Craig is capping my dude. Got his ass kicked on IG. He got crushed by Consciously. Now he lying, say I restrict him, but we know he's